In this video, you will be doing a series of quizzes. Here are the topics to answer. These are probability, probability line, basic counting principle, probability complement, probability independent events, and lastly, conditional probability. Remember that each question should be answered within the time limit provided. You can pause the video to make it longer, but you cannot skip the video to look for the answer. With that said, let's get started! Topic 1. Probability. Question number 1. A die is shown once. What is the probability that the score is a factor of 6? Letter A, 1/6. Letter B, 1/2. Letter C, 2/3. Or letter D, 1. And the correct answer is letter C, 2/3. Question number 2. The diagram shows a spinner made out of a piece of cord in the shape of a regular pentagon. With the toothpick pushed through its center, the 5 triangles are numbered from 1 to 5. The spinner is spun until it lands on one of the 5 edges of the pentagon. What is the probability that the number it lands on is odd? Letter A, 1/5. Letter B, 2/5. Letter C, 1/2. Or letter D, 3/5. And the correct answer is letter D, 3/5. Question number 3. Each of the letters of the word Mississippi are written on separate pieces of paper that are then folded, put in a hat, and mixed thoroughly. One piece of paper is chosen without looking from the hat. What is the probability it is an I? Letter A, 4/11. Letter B, 2/5. Letter C, 1/3. And letter D, 1/4. And the correct answer is letter A, 4/11. Question number 4. A card is chosen at random from a deck of 52 playing cards. There are 4 queens and 4 kings in a deck of playing cards. What is the probability the card chosen is a queen or king? Letter A, 1/13. Letter B, 2/13. Letter C, 1/8. Or letter D, 2/11. And the correct answer is letter B, 2/13. Question number 5. A fair coin is tossed 3 times. What is the probability of obtaining 1 head and 2 tails? Remember, a fair coin is one that is not loaded, so there is an equal chance of it landing heads up or tails up. Letter A, 1/4. Letter B, 1/3. Letter C, 3/8. Or letter D, 5/8. And the correct answer is letter C, 3 over 8. Question number 6. A committee of 3 is chosen from 5 counselors: Adams, Burke, Cobb, Delby, and Evans. What is the probability Burke is on the committee? Letter A, 1 over 5. Letter B, 2 over 5. Letter C, 1 over 2. Or letter D, 3 over 5. And the correct answer is letter D, 3 over 5. Question number 7. A special dice is made in the shape of an octahedron. The dice has 8 equal faces marked with numbers 1 to 8. If the dice is thrown once, what is the probability that the face that lands uppermost has a prime number? Letter A, 1/4. Letter B, 3/8. Letter C, 1/2. Or letter D, 5/8. And the correct answer is letter C, 1/2. Question number 8. A thumbtack or drawing pin can land either point down or point up. Drew dropped the thumbtack 100 times and found that it landed point up 38 times. Drew concluded that the probability the thumbtack lands point up is about letter A, 0.3, letter B, 0.4, letter C, 0.5, or letter D, 0.6. And the correct answer is letter B, 0.4. Question number 9. There are 10 counters in a bag. 3 are red, 2 are blue, and 5 are green. The contents of bag are shaken before Maxine randomly chooses one counter from the bag. What is the probability that she doesn't pick a red counter? Letter A, 3 over 10. Letter B, 2 over 5. Letter C, 3 over 7. Or letter D, 7 over 10. And the correct answer is letter D, 7 over 10. Question number 10. A special dice is made in the shape of icosahedron and its faces are numbered with the numbers 1 to 20. When the dice is thrown, there is an equal chance of any face landing uppermost. If the dice is thrown once, what is the probability that the face that lands uppermost has a number that is a factor of 20? Letter A, 2 over 10. Letter B, 1 over 4. Letter C, 3 over 10. Or letter D, 7 over 20. And the correct answer is letter C, 3 over 10. Question number 11. 82,170 of 100,000 children live 40 years, and 37,930 of 100,000 children live 70 years. Determine the probability of a 40-year-old person to live 70 years. The probability is equals to 46%. Question number 12. 32 playing cards includes 4 aces and 12 figures. Determine the probability of a randomly selected card to be an ace or a figure. The probability of selecting an ace or a figure equals to 50%. Question number 13. Determine the probability of 3 of 5 born children being sons. If the probability of a children to be a boy is equals to P equals 0.51. The probability is equals to 31.8%. Question number 14. There are 16 cola bottles on the table. 10 of them are filled by Coca-Cola and 6 of them are filled by Pepsi. Determine the probability of 4 randomly selected bottles to include 2 Coca-Cola and 2 Pepsi bottles. The probability is equals to P equals 37%. Question number 15. In a game of chance, 6 of 49 numbers are winning numbers. Determine the probability of reaching the match in 3 out of 6. The probability is equals to P equals 1.765%. Topic number 2. Probability line. Question number 1. Which of the arrows A, B, C, or D shows the best position on the probability line for the event tomorrow it will snow in Hawaii? Letter A, A. Letter B, B. Letter C, C. Or letter D, D. And the correct answer is letter A, A. Question number 2. A 50-cent coin and a 10-cent coin are tossed together. Which of the arrows A, B, C, or D shows the position on the probability line for the event both coins land tails up? Is it letter A, A, letter B, B, Letter C, C, or letter D, D? The correct answer is letter B, B. Question number 3. Which of the arrows A, B, C, or D shows the best position on the probability line for the event man will one day set foot on Mars? Letter A, A. Letter B, D. Letter C, C. Or letter D, D? And the correct answer is letter D, D. Question number 4. A name is chosen at random from the telephone book. Which of the arrows A, B, C, or D shows the best position on the probability line for the event the name begins with Z? Letter A, A. Letter B, B. Letter C, C. Or letter D, D? And the correct answer is letter A, A. Question number 5. Which of the following events is not represented by the arrow on the probability line? Letter A, getting a tail with a single toss of a coin. Letter B, getting one tail and one head when tossing two coins. Letter C, getting two heads when tossing two coins. Or letter D, throwing an even number with a single roll of a dice. And the correct answer is letter C, getting two heads when tossing two coins. Question number 6. A number is chosen at random from a single-digit numbers 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. Which of the arrows A, B, C, or D shows the best position on the probability line for the event the number is prime? Hint: 2, 3, 5, and 7 are the prime. Letter A, A. Letter B, B. Letter C, C. Or letter D, D? And the correct answer is letter B, B. Question number 7. A letter is chosen at random from the 26 letters of the alphabet. Which of the arrows A, B, C, or D shows the best position on the probability line for the event the letter is a consonant? The letters A, E, I, O, U are vowels, and all the other letters are consonants. Is it letter A, A, letter B, B, letter C, C, or letter D, D? And the correct answer is letter D. D. Question number 8. A bag contains 1 red ball and 9 blue balls. A ball is chosen at random from the bag. Which of the arrows A, B, C, or D shows the best position on the probability line for the event the ball is red? Is it A? A? Is it letter B? B? Is it C? C? Or is it letter D? D? And the correct answer is letter A. A. Question number 9. Two dice are thrown at the same time and their scores added together. Which of the arrows A, B, C, or D shows the best position on the probability line for the event the sum of the scores is 7? Is it letter A? A? Is it letter B? B? Is it letter C? C? Or is it letter D? D? And the correct answer is letter B. B. Question number 10. Which of the following events is not represented by the arrow on the probability line? Letter A. Obtaining a score of 1 from 2 dice. Letter B. Choosing an odd number from the multiples of 2. Letter C. Choosing a letter B from the letters of the word probability. Or letter D. Choosing a month of the year whose name contains a letter K. And the correct answer is letter C. Choosing letter B from the word probability. Topic number 3. Basic counting principle. Question number 1. Ben can take any of the 3 routes from school to the town center and can take 5 possible routes from the town center to his home. He doesn't retrace his steps. How many different possible ways can Ben walk home from school? A. 7, B. 8, C. 15, or D. 3 raised to 5? And the correct answer is letter C. 15. Question number 2. Sarah goes to her local pizza parlor and orders a pizza. She can choose either a large or a medium pizza, can choose one of 7 different toppings, and can have 3 different choices of crust. How many different pizzas could Sarah order? Letter A, 12, letter B, 20, letter C, 27, or letter D, 42? The correct answer is letter D, 42. Question number 3. Derek must choose a 4-digit PIN number. Each digit can be chosen from 0 to 9. How many different possible PIN numbers can Derek choose? Letter A, 5040. Letter B, 5561. Letter C, 9,000. Or letter D, 10,000. And the correct answer is letter D, 10,000. Question number 4. For her literature course, Rachel has to choose one novel to study from a list of 4, one poem from a list of 6, and one short story from a list of 5. How many different choices does Rachel have? Letter A, 15. Letter B, 120. Letter C, 225. Or letter D, 240. And the correct answer is letter B, 120. Question number 5. James has to choose his options in his final year of school. He must choose one subject from each of 5 different option groups. In the first group, there are 6 subjects to choose from. In the second group, there are 4 subjects to choose from. In the third group, there are 5 subjects to choose from. In the fourth group, there are 2 subjects to choose from. And in the fifth group, there are 4 subjects to choose from. How many possible choices of subjects can James make? Letter A, 480. Letter B, 960. Letter C, 1,200. Or letter D, 4,800. And the correct answer is letter B, 960. Question number 6. Jenny has 9 different skirts, 7 different tops, 10 different pairs of shoes, 2 different necklaces, and 5 different bracelets. Choosing one of each item, in how many ways can Jenny dress up? Letter A, 6,300. Letter B, 7,560. Letter C, 12,600. Or letter D, 63,000. And the correct answer is letter A, 6,300. Question number 7. Simon visits his local fast food restaurant and orders a burger, a side, a drink, and an ice cream. He chooses either a hamburger, a cheeseburger, or an egg burger. He can choose either fries or salad as a side. He can choose one drink from Coke, lemonade, orange, or raspberry. And for his ice cream, he can choose either a cone or a sundae. How many different possible meals could Simon choose? Letter A, 11. Letter B, 24. Letter C, 40. Or letter D, 48. And the correct answer is letter D, 48. Question number 8. How many even 5-digit whole numbers are there? Letter A, 5,000. Letter B, 45,000. Letter C, 50,000. Or letter D, 100,000. And the correct answer is letter B, 45,000. Question number 9. How many words with 5 letters are there that start with a vowel and end with an S? Note, number 1, they don't have to be real words. Results like AGXFS or UFQWS will do. Number 2, letters can be repeated. Number 3, Y is not a vowel. Is it letter A, 3,380? Is it letter B, 87,880? Is it letter C, 105,456? Or is it letter D, 2,284,880? And the correct answer is letter B, 87,880. Question number 10. How many odd numbers are there greater than 1,000 but less than 100,000? Letter A, 49,500. Letter B, 49,950. Letter C, 49,995. Or letter D, 50,000. And the correct answer is letter A, 49,500. Topic number 4. Probability complement. Question number 1. If P is to A is equals to 3 over 4, what is the value of P is to A prime? Letter A, 3/4. Letter B, 1/2. Letter C, 1/3. Or letter D, 1/4. And the correct answer is letter D, 1/4. Question number 2. A fair die is thrown. What is the probability that the score is not a factor of 6? Letter A, 1/4. Letter B, 1/3. Letter C, 1/2. Or letter D, 2/3. And the correct answer is letter B, 1/3. Question number 3. Two fair coins are tossed. What is the probability at least one coin lands heads up? Letter A, 1/4. Letter B, 2/3. Letter C, 1/2. Or letter D, 1/4. And the correct answer is letter A, 3/4. Question number 4. A spinner is made from a piece of card in the shape of a regular pentagon with a toothpick pushed through in the center. When the spinner is spun and it lands on the edge, each of the numbers from 1 to 5 is equally likely. If the spinner is spun twice, what is the probability the two scores are different? Letter A, 1/5. Letter B, 16 over 25. Letter C, 4 over 5. Or letter D, 24 over 25. And the correct answer is letter C, 4 over 5. Question number 5. Two cards are chosen at random from a pack of 52 playing cards. What is the probability that at least one of them is a picture card, either Jack, Queen, or King? Letter A, 69 over 169. Letter B, 7 over 17. Letter C, 10 over 17. Or letter D, 100 over 169. And the correct answer is letter B, 7 over 17. Question number 6. The letters from the alphabet are written on 26 cards. Two cards are chosen at random without replacement. What is the probability that at least one of them is a consonant? Letter A, 2 over 65. Letter B, 25 over 676. Letter C, 651 over 676. Or letter D, 63 over 65. And the correct answer is letter D, 63 over 65. Question number 7. Two fair dice are thrown. What is the probability that the two scores do not add to 7? Letter A, 1 over 7. Letter B, 1 over 6. Letter C, 5 over 6. Or letter D, 6 over 7. And the correct answer is letter C, 5 over 6. Question number 8. Two cards are chosen at random from a pack of 52 playing cards. What is the probability that at least one of them is a heart? Letter A, 22 over 51. Letter B, 15 over 34. Letter C, 19 over 34. Or letter D, 29 over 51. And the correct answer is letter B, 15 over 34. Question number 9. A bag contains 20 balls, numbers from 1 to 20. Two balls are selected at the same time from the bag. What is the probability that the two numbers selected do not differ by 12? Letter A, 4 over 95. Letter B, 1 over 50. Letter C, 24 over 25. Or letter D, 91 over 95. And the correct answer is letter D, 91 over 95. Question number 10. A can solve 90% of the questions in the book and B can solve 70% of them. What is the probability that at least one of them would solve a question selected at random from the book? Letter A, 68 over 100. Letter B, 97 over 100. Letter C, 72 over 100. Or letter D, 95 over 100. And the correct answer is letter B, 97 over 100. Topic number 5, probability-independent events. Question number 1. A coin is tossed 3 times. Find the probability of getting at least 2 heads. Letter A, 3/8, letter B, 1/4, letter C, 3/4, or letter D, 1/2. The correct answer is letter D, 1/2. Question number 2. A coin is tossed 3 times. Find the probability that head and tail show alternately. Letter A, 1/2, letter B, 1/4, letter C, 1/8, or letter D, none of the above. The correct answer is letter B, 1/4. Question number 3. 2 cards are drawn from the top of a well-shuffled deck. What is the probability that they are both black aces? Letter A, 1 over 2,652. Letter B, 1 over 1,326. Letter C, 1/2. Or letter D, 77 over 1,326. And the correct answer is letter B, 1 over 1,326. Question number 4. A coin is tossed 3 times. What is the probability of getting 2 heads and 1 tail? Letter A, 1/3, letter B, 3/8, letter C, 1/2, or letter D, 5 over 8. And the correct answer is letter B, 3 over 8. Question number 5. A die is thrown twice. What is the probability both numbers are prime? Letter A, 1 over 9, letter B, 2 over 9, letter C, 1 over 4, or letter D, 1 over 2. And the correct answer is letter C, 1 over 4. Question number 6. A code consists of a digit chosen from 0 to 9 followed by a letter of the alphabet. What is the probability the code is 9Z? Letter A, 1 over 260, letter B, 1 over 36, letter C, 1 over 18, or letter D, 9 over 65. And the correct answer is letter A, 1 over 260. Question number 7. A bag consists of 5 red marbles, 4 green marbles, and 1 blue marble. A marble is chosen at random from the bag and not replaced. Then a second marble is chosen. What is the probability both marbles are green? Letter A, 3 over 25. Letter B, 2 over 15. Letter C, 4 over 25. Or letter D, 11 over 15. And the correct answer is letter B, 2 over 15. Question number 8. A bag consists of 5 red marbles, 4 green marbles, and 1 blue marble. A marble is chosen at random from the bag and not replaced. Then a second marble is chosen. What is the probability that neither marble is blue? Letter A, 3 over 5. Letter B, 4 over 5. Letter C, 8 over 9. Or letter D, 9 over 10. And the correct answer is letter B, 4 over 5. Question number 9. Two cards are drawn from the top of a well-shuffled deck. What is the probability that they are both diamonds? Letter A, 1 over 17. Letter B, 1 over 16. Letter C, 1 over 13. Or letter D, 2 over 17. And the correct answer is letter A, 1 over 17. Question number 10. A code consists of two-digit number chosen from 0 to 99, followed by two different letters of the alphabet. What is the probability the code is 12KY? Letter A, 1 over 67,600. Letter B, 1 over 65,000. Letter C, 1 over 62,500. Or letter D, 3 over 200. And the correct answer is letter B, 1 over 65,000. Topic number 6. Conditional probability. Question number 1. A bag contains 3 red marbles and 4 blue marbles. 2 marbles are drawn at random without replacement. If the first marble drawn is red, what is the probability the second marble is blue? Letter A, 3 over 7. Letter B, 1 over 2. Letter C, 4 over 7. Or letter D, 2 over 3. And the correct answer is letter D, 2 over 3. Question number 2. A bag contains 3 red marbles and 4 blue marbles. 2 marbles are drawn at random without replacement. If the first marble drawn is blue, what is the probability the second marble is also blue? Letter A, 3 over 7. Letter B, 1 over 2. Letter C, 4 over 7. Or letter D, 2 over 3. And the correct answer is letter B, 1 over 2. Question number 3. Two cards are chosen at random without replacement from a pack of 52 playing cards. If the first card chosen is an ace, what is the probability the second card chosen is a king? Letter A, 4 over 13. Letter B, 1 over 17. Letter C, 4 over 51. Or letter D, 1 over 13. And the correct answer is letter C, 4 over 51. Question number 4. Two cards are chosen at random without replacement from a pack of 52 playing cards. If the first card chosen is an ace, what is the probability the second card chosen is also an ace? Letter A, 4 over 13. Letter B, 1 over 17. Letter C, 4 over 51. Or letter D, 1 over 13. And the correct answer is letter B, 1 over 17. Question number 5. A box contains 5 green pencils and 7 yellow pencils. 2 pencils are chosen at random from the box without replacement. What is the probability they are both yellow? Letter A, 7 over 22. Letter B, 49 over 144. Letter C, 6 over 11. Or letter D, 7 over 12. And the correct answer is letter A, 7 over 22. Question number 6. A box contains 5 green pencils and 7 yellow pencils. 2 pencils are chosen at random from the box without replacement. What is the probability they are different colors? Letter A, 35 over 144. Letter B, 35 over 132. Letter C, 35 over 121. Or letter D, 35 over 66. And the correct answer is letter D, 35 over 66. Question number 7. In Exton School, 60% of the boys play baseball and 24% of the boys play baseball and football. What percent of those that play baseball also play football? Letter A, 25%. Letter B, 36%. Letter C, 40%. Or letter D, 84%. And the correct answer is letter C, 40%. Question number 8. In Exton School, 40% of girls like music, and 12% of the girls like music and dance. What percent of those that like music also like dance? Letter A, 28%. Letter B, 30%. Letter C, 33.33%. Or letter D, 52%. And the correct answer is letter B, 30%. Question number 9. 45% of the children in a school have a dog, 30% have a cat, and 18% have a dog and a cat. What percent of those who have a dog also have a cat? Letter A, 40%, letter B, 48%, letter C, 60%, or letter D, 75%. And the correct answer is letter A, 40%. Question number 10. 45% of the children in the school have a dog, 30% have a cat, and 18% have a dog and a cat. What percent of those who have a cat also have a dog? Letter A, 40%, letter B, 48%, letter C, 60%, or letter D, 75%. And the correct answer is letter C, 60%. And that is the end of the quizzes. Do you answer each of the question honestly within the time limit provided? If so, let us know how well did you do. For topic 1, probability, there are 15 items. For topic 2, probability line, there are 10 items. For topic 3, basic counting principle, there are 10 items. For topic 4, probability complement, there are also 10 items. For topic 5, probability independent events, there are also 10 items. And for topic 6, conditional probability, there are also 10 items. With this, it totals to 65 points in all of the topics. If you got a total of 65, which is a perfect score, you did great. If you got 64 to 66 points, there might be a few wrong here and there, but you did good. If you got 55 to 47, do not worry, you still passed. But reading more of the topics and lesson can help you in the future quizzes like this. If you got 46 and below, maybe you need still to recall and study more the past lessons or the future lessons if necessary. With that said, if there are still questions about these topics, do not hesitate to ask me. Again, thank you for answering these quizzes and hope that you pass this quiz. See you all on the next video. Bye!